Yo, tonight by special request I am doing almost better than sex cake. I thought it was a joke when I got the request, but there it was on the internet. The ingredients are as follows: 1 German chocolate cake mix, 1 cup semi-sweet chocolate chips, on sale at Vaughn's, this great big bag for $3.99. Can't beat that. 1 can of sweetened condensed milk, that's used in a lot of confections. Caramel topping, I use Smucker's. Now, being a purist, I suppose I should have made my own caramel, but that really takes quite a while. Maybe I'll make it for you sometime, but it really takes hours to cook down, and it takes a special thermometer. I don't have that, believe it or not. Out of all the accoutrements in my kitchen, that's one that I'm lacking. 12 ounces of Cool Whip, which I'm going to use homemade whipped cream. So this goes from a 3 out of 5 on difficulty to, I'm going to rate it a 3.5 out of 5 because of the homemade Cool Whip. And 3 Heath bars crushed. Well, being the Halloween season, all they have is these micro Heaths. So I'm just going to kind of let my own judgment be the guide when it comes to toppings. Better to overdo it and really have it like sickening sweet, because that's the whole point of confections, right? Have it really sweet. And this is all going to come together. Well, what it says is a 9 by 13 inch pan. I don't have one, but I got 3 Pyrex pans. I got a baby, which is 8 by 11, and then I got a mega, which is probably about 10 by 14, and this one's just right. It's about 9.5 by probably about 12. And usually confections aren't good in Pyrex ware, but it's all I got, so we're going to have to live with it, aren't we? Alright, so let's get started on the actual cake mix. Now, with all the ingredients assembled, basically, you have 1 1/3 cups water. You want to put the water in first, followed by the oil, which is 1/2 cup of vegetable oil, and then followed by 3 eggs, taking care not to get any of the shells in. That doesn't go over very well with people when they're eating their sweeties. Kind of like nails on a chalkboard. You want to go ahead and pre-mix this a little bit. Pick up the speed here to 1.5. We'll put in about half of that. We'll crank this up to about 3. A few lumps in there, and then the rest of it we're just kind of feather in, or fold, as they call it. And this is a Betty Crocker mix. I must admit, I'm a crock head. Okay, I didn't prep this pan first, so we're going to prep it now. Just take standard flour. And we take the cake batter. Now we just kind of level that out. Now, this recipe is kind of ambiguous. Heat oven to 350, grease, blah, blah. After 10 minutes of baking, sprinkle with chocolate chips. Continue baking until cake is done. Okay, so we're going to put this in the oven now for 10 minutes. And then we're going to put chocolate chips on this. 8:05, time for the chocolate chips. Ooh, still very liquid. Got to be careful on that. I'll tell you one thing about this cake. I think sex is easier. Okay. I reckon that's good enough. Now in regard to the better than sex, almost better than sex cake, it's been in for 29 minutes, which the recipe box says between 29 and 34 minutes, but when we open that oven up and put the chocolate chips on there, that put a major ding in the cooking time. So I'm going to add, well, I'm not going to add anything. What I'm going to do is keep it at 34 minutes exactly. Now the recipe says to poke holes in the cake with a wooden spoon. I want to stay away from the outer edges too much. Otherwise we're going to end up with a soupy cake. Now the sweetened condensed milk. The instructions now say to let cool before we do the final process. Now, while the cake is cooling, I'm going to take this opportunity to make the topping. So with these really iced down, just throw them in there. Well, still hot, sweetened condensed milk. Alright, it's cooled down. Sprinkle with candy bars. Oh, I missed out on that. I think I was supposed to do that when it was still warm, but that's okay. Caramel sauce. Okay, I kind of messed up the order on this. That's going to have to go in the microwave. Had a little microwave meltdown there. That was only for 60 seconds, so... I don't know who invented this recipe, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't Richard Simmons. And last is the homemade whipped cream, which I'm going to apply with a spatula. And again, it doesn't say how much whipped cream, so I put on 3 pounds just making this, and I haven't even eaten any of it yet. Oh, you know what? Actually, it did say 12 ounces. So I'm putting on a lot more whipped cream than it called for. But hey, you know, I take license because it's my kitchen. And I'll cook what I want, the way I want it, when I want to. And that is the almost better than sex cake complete. And basically what I'm going to do is freeze this, and when it's completely frozen, tomorrow I'm going to come back, dice it up into about 16 pieces, and wrap each piece individually so that I have about a 3-day supply of desserts. So, but that's how it's done. Almost better than sex cake, by request. If you have any requests, send them to me. I'll see if I can't get to them, okay? Thanks.